Hitting is up, stolen base numbers are up, home runs are down though compared to last year's opening weekend in the major leagues. What I want to know is when are they going to add the juice baseballs back to the rotation? What's up, everyone? My name is Chris, and you are now rocking with the 5-2 podcast. We are a daily baseball betting show that touches on just about everything you want to know about Major League Baseball from a betting perspective. Today is Monday, April the 3rd, and full disclosure with you guys, we haven't exactly got off to the start we wanted this Major League Baseball season. Through 2 days, Thursday and Friday, we were down negative 2.8 units. But with the weekend off, we had a little bit of a chance to watch baseball as a fan and gain a better perspective and gain better angles. Just seeing what's going on with, without having any bets in play. And I'm excited about getting this weekend off to a winning start. We're going to have a great week, and it all starts on Monday with a great betting card. We have a full slate of games to choose from with all 30 teams in action, and I'm excited about some of these new matchups. For those of you who are new to the podcast, welcome. We do things a little bit differently for this show. We offer you 4 selections per show. We give you a side, a total, a first inning prop, and a wild card prop that can be anything that's widely available to be wagered on across all sportsbook. Typically home run props, strikeout props, or second sides and totals that we see fit. All wages are tracked with a link in the description. Give it a click if you want to see the day-to-day record. If you guys should hit the like button and subscribe to the channel or give a review to the podcast, that would be amazing. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the selections. The first play we have for you is our side selection. We're taking the Brewers on the money line, minus 130 over the New York Mets. This is a 2 p.m. Start time, and we're looking for Freddie Peralta, the Milwaukee Brewers starter, to silence the Mets bats in this one. The Brewers, for what it's worth, they did get off, a 2-1 series win against the Cubbies at Wrigley Field. Their offense picked up the pace, late in the second game and into the third game. They scored 9 runs for a 9-4 victory. I'm expecting them to have a little bit of momentum coming home to a ballpark where they hit the ball well, and I expect Freddie Peralta to have an outstanding game on the bump. The Mets, they struggled. They did win the series against the Marlins 3-1, but in that loss, they struggled to, find any sort of consistency offensively against Jesus Luzardo, who is a similar pitcher to Freddie Peralta. So I'm expecting Freddie Peralta to have a big game and the Mets to fall flat on their face in this one. Give me the Brew Crew at home, minus 130 on the money line. The second play we have for you is our totals selection. We are taking the under 8.5 runs in the Arizona-San Diego contest. Look, Arizona did well to split the series against the Dodgers, but in those 4 games, they managed just 7 total runs. They couldn't hit the backside of a barn if their life depended on it. Now they got to go to Petco Park, where it's definitely a pitcher-friendly ballpark, and I don't see any sort of signs of them busting out in any sort of way. As for the Padres, they did split the series against the Colorado Rockies as well, but their pitching was off in that contest, and they're expecting a return to norm for their pitching staff, and it all starts with this contest here against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Give me the under 8.5 runs at odds of minus 120. The next play we have for you is our first inning prop. We were taking the Chicago Cubs-Cincinnati Reds game. Yes, a run scored in the first inning at odds of minus 110. Look, anytime I can fade Drew Smyly, I'm going to do so. He's simply not a major league caliber pitcher, and coming on the road into a Cincinnati Reds home that they've showed some pop in their opening series against the Pirates, I'm expecting the Reds to jump all over him in the first inning. As for the Cubbies, well, they could very well score in the top of the first. They're facing a pitcher who gave up 22 runs on 29 hits in 5 spring training appearances. That's not good by any stretch of the imagination. The Cubbies have a veteran on top of the order, and I'm expecting this run to be scored early in the top of the first. Take yes run first inning in the Cubs-Reds contest. Odds are minus 110. And finally, for our wild card selection, we're staying with the Reds-Cubs contest. We're taking the over 4 runs in the first 5 innings of this game. If it lands on exactly 4, we are getting a push and we're getting our money back. Look, Smyly, Overton, not very good pitchers. I expect this game to be high scoring, and I expect this game to be at least 3-3 heading into the top of the 5th. Take the over 4 runs at odds of minus 110. That wraps up the 6th edition of the 5-2 podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and want to help support the podcast, please drop a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends on social media. The next episode of the 5-2 podcast will be available Monday night. It'll be talking about the recap of Monday's action, as well as our best bets for Tuesday's full MLB slate. Until next time.